With Dragon Ball Super's Resurrection F arc finally coming to an end, today I wanted to talk more about the original movie itself. Was Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F a good movie? What's up guys, Toasty here, Get Burnt, and today I wanted to delve into the 15th Dragon Ball Z movie, Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F, and see if it's a good movie as everybody made it seem. Is it the best, or is it even one of the better Dragon Ball Z movies? Let's talk about it. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F is a sequel to Battle of Gods, although it's very different from Battle of Gods in the way that it's handled. It seems that Akira Toriyama wanted to give a better action experience than Battle of Gods, so as a result, Resurrection F's plot is very bare bones. While the characters of Beerus and Whis return from Battle of Gods, they aren't very involved in the fights in the movie. Whis is training Goku and Vegeta, but after that, both him and Beerus take more of a spectator approach to the fight, similar to how everybody was watching Goku and Beerus fight in Battle of Gods. Now, unlike adding characters or huge plot points to the series, Resurrection F really doesn't add much to the Dragon Ball universe like Battle of Gods did. All you really get out of this movie is Goku and Vegeta's new forms, which to a lot may just seem like a Super Saiyan with a blue hair coloring, since the godly power that Goku and Vegeta possess isn't really shown throughout the movie. In Battle of Gods, you saw Goku and Beerus traverse through a multitude of different environments, from Capsule Corp, throughout the city, to the wasteland, to underneath the ground through the sea. The amount of stage changes during the fight gave a bigger scope to that fight. But in Resurrection F, the fight mostly takes place on a wasteland a good distance away from North City. So this fight doesn't have as much of a big scope as the Goku and Beerus fight. You may think that I'm focusing too much on this single point, but keep in mind that most of this movie is fighting. To be honest, the Z fighters fighting against the Frieza soldiers had much more interesting stage transitions than both the main fights in the movie. Tien in a cave, Krillin in the woods, Gohan and Piccolo fight in a canyon, much more interesting stages than Goku and Frieza fight. But let's get into the real fights. Super Saiyan got Super Saiyan, now known as Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Golden Frieza. I would honestly say this fight isn't awful. They incorporated something interesting with Goku actually losing in the beginning and then taking advantage of Frieza's weakness. But to me, honestly, the fight was nothing incredible, especially the CGI that was much more jarring to me personally than what was in Battle of Gods. A lot of the high-octane moments of the fight are actually done with CGI, and I understand why they used it, although to me personally it doesn't mesh with the traditional 2D fighting animation that we're used to seeing come from Dragon Ball. Vegeta versus Frieza was a very quick fight, which I would actually call a massacre. Vegeta beats down Frieza completely in less than 2 minutes, which for some may have been satisfying, but way too short, which brought somewhat of a less flair to his transformation, at least in my eyes. After that, the ending, while it may seem like a twist to some, was not something as great as it seemed on paper. I won't spoil it completely in this video for those of you who maybe haven't seen the movie yet or something, but it didn't really give off an exciting conclusion. After that, the movie has probably one of the most abrupt endings out of any Dragon Ball movie. Goku and Vegeta agree that they will never work together, and that's the end of the movie. So what's the final verdict? Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F tried to give a much more action-oriented experience compared to its predecessor Battle of Gods, but it didn't offer anything in terms of its plot for the storyline in general for Dragon Ball. While this is true, the art and animation of the scenes without CGI are absolutely stunning, and without a doubt, in my opinion, the best that Dragon Ball Z has ever looked as a movie. While it's pretty to look at, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F doesn't really hold much attention for repeated viewings. It isn't very catered towards the type of Dragon Ball fan that would like to enjoy the story more than just the fights and transformation. So at the end, is Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F a good movie? It gives off a good impression, especially for the people who started off with Dragon Ball Z and are more interested in, the fights and the transformations than the storytelling. But if you're someone who's more interested in the universe of Dragon Ball and the story of Dragon Ball, like my fellow YouTuber Geekdom 101, you probably won't enjoy the movie as much. So on two different planes, I could say Resurrection F is a good movie, but I could also say it's a pretty bad movie for Dragon Ball. It depends on what kind of fan you are of the series that really shapes what this movie is for you. So is Resurrection F a good movie? Yes and no. Hey guys, Toasty here. I just wanted to say thanks for watching my video. I know the movie is a few months old, almost a year by now, but I kind of wanted to use this and the Battle of Gods video as a way to kind of practice my scripting again, and honestly, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did before. If you guys have any more topics that you think that would be interesting for me to script, then I would love to see you guys' thoughts in the comments. As always, I appreciate all your support, and I hope to give you guys a much better video experience in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.